formal learning. The majority of what employees learn on the job, they learn through informal means of performing their jobs on a daily basis. Job instruction training (JIT). Listing each job is basic tasks along with key points in order to provide step-by-step training for employees. Effective lectures. Use signals to help listen and follow your idea. Don't start out on the wrong foot. Keep your conclusions short. Be alert to your audience. Maintain contact with the trainers. Make sure everyone in the room can hear. Control your hands. Talk from notes rather than from a script. Break a long talk into a series of 5 minute talks. Programmed learning. Programmed instruction (PI). A systematic method for teaching job skills involving presenting questions or facts, allowing the person to respond, giving the learner immediate feedback on the actuality of his or her answers. Advantages: reduced training time, self-paced learning, immediate feedback, reduce risk of error for learner. Literacy training techniques, responses of functional illiteracy, testing job candidates' basic skills, setting up basic skills and literacy programs, audio-visual based training. To illustrate following a sequence over time, to expose trends to events not easily demonstrable in Leaf's lectures, to meet the needs for organization-wide training, and it is too costly to move the trainers from place to place. Simulate training. Training employees on special off-the-job equipment so training costs and hazards can be reduced. Computer-based training (CPT), electronic performance support system (EPSS), learning portals. Computer-based training (CPT). Advantages: reduced learning time, cost effectiveness, instructional consistency. Types of CPT: intelligence tutoring systems, interactive multimedia training, virtual reality, dance and internet-based training. Teletraining. A trainer in a central location teaches groups of employees at remote locations via TV hookups. Video conferencing. Interactivity training employees who are geographically separated from each other or from the trainer via a combination of audio and virtual equipment. Training via the internet. Using the internet or proprietary internal intranet and evaluate computer-based training. What is management development? Management development: any attempt to improve current or future management performance by imparting knowledge, changing attitudes, or increasing skills. Actions planning. A process through which senior levels opening are planned for an eventual field. Anticipate management needs. Review firm as management skills inventory. Create replacement charts. Being management develop managerial on the job training. Job rotations. Moving a trainer from department to broaden his or her experience and identify storage and weak points. Coaching understudy approach. The training works directly with a senior managers or with the person he or she is to replace. The latter is responsible for the train's coaching. Action learning. Management trainers are allowed to work full-time analyzing and solving problems in other departments of the job management, training and development techniques. Case study method. Managers are presented with descriptions of an organizational problems to discuss and solve. Game. Terms of managers compete by making computerized decisions regarding realistic but simulated solutions. Outside seminars. Many companies and universities offer web-based and traditional management developments, seminars and conferences. Role-playing. Creating a realistic situation in which trainers assume the roles of persons in that situation. Behavior modeling. Modeling, showing trainers the right or model way of doing something. Role-playing, having trainers practice that way. Social reinforcement, giving feedback on the trainer's performance. Transfer of learning, encouraging trainers apply their skills on the job. Corporate universities provides a means for conveniently coordinating all the company's training efforts and delivering web-based models that cover topics from strategic management to monitoring. In-house development centers, a company-based method for exposing prospective managers to realistic exercises to develop improved management skills. In-house development centers, a company-based method for exposing prospective managers to realistic exercises to develop improved management skills. Executive coaches, an outside consultant who questions the executives, both their subordinates and sometimes family in order to identify the executive's strengths and weaknesses. Counsels the executive so he or she can capitalize on those strengths and overcome the weaknesses. Managing organizational change and development. What to change? Strategy, mission and vision. Culture, new corporate values. Structure, departmental structure coordinations, span of control, reporting, relationships, tasks, decision-making procedures. Technologies, new systems and methods. Employees, changes in employee attitudes and skill. What cases resistance All behavior in organizations is a product of two kinds of forces: those striving to maintain the status quo and those pushing for change. When change process, unphrasing, reducing the forces striving to maintain the status quo, moving, developing new behaviors, values, and attitudes, sometimes through structure change, rephrasing, reinforcing the change, overcoming resistance to change. Change identifies political campaign, creating a collecting strong enough to support and guide the identified marketing campaign, tapping into employees' thoughts and feelings, and also effectively communicating messaging about the prospects program is the theme and benefits. Military campaign, developing executives, scarce sources of attentions and time to actually carry out the change. How to lead the change in 10 steps. 1. Establish a sense of urgency. 2. Mobilize commitments through joint diagnosis of problems. 3. Create guiding coalitions. 4. Develop a short vision. 5. Communicate the vision. 6. Help employees to make the change. 7. Generate short-term wins. 8. Consolidate gains and produce more change. 9. Ensure the new ways of doing things in the company structure. 10. Monitor process and adjust the vision as required. Organizational development. Organizational development (OD), a special approach to organizational change in which employees themselves formulate and implement the change that is required. Usually involves active research, applies behavioral science knowledge, change the attitudes, values, and beliefs of employees, change the organization in practical direct examples of OD interventions: a human process, T-crops, process consolutions, third-party interventions, team building, organizational confrontations meeting, intergroup relations, technostructural, formal structural change, differentiations and integrations, corporate union management projects, quality circles, total quality management, work design, human resource management, goal setting, performance appraisal, reward systems, career planning and development, managing workforce diversity, employee wellness, integrated strategic management, culture change, strategic change, self-designing organizations, evaluating the training effort, designing the study, time series design, controlled experimentations, training effects to measure, reactions to of trainings, of the program, learning that actually took place, behavior that change on the job, results that were achieved as a result of the training. Key terms: employee orientations, training, performance management, knowledge training, task analysis, performance analysis, on-the-job training, job instruction training (JIT), programmed learning, simulated learning, job aid, electronic performance support systems (EPSS), and development, succession planning, job rotation, action learning, case study method, management game, role playing, behavior modeling, in-house development center, outsourced learning, organizational developments, controlled experimentations.